You want to do the honors?
No, you go ahead. I need to take it in from here.
I was hoping you'd say that, okay? Oh my God.
Hey guys, Society Reviews here with my review of the film It Ends With Us. You guys may have remembered a few weeks ago I did a review of a small indie film entitled Daddio. For those of you who are not aware, Daddio was a film starring Sean Penn and Dakota Johnson about a young woman returning home from New York City who finds herself dealing with the consequences of her poor life decisions after becoming pregnant during an affair with a married man. At the time, I said the film was a microscope of human depravity, as the film focuses on two characters. Neither one of them can be considered righteous even under the loosest of definitions. While the film wasn't horrible, it definitely had no grounds to lecture anyone on the subject of morality. Well, fast forward a month later, and Christy Hall, who was the woman who wrote and directed that film, is back with another character study of a woman who is once again suffering the consequences of her poor life decisions. This time around, instead of using Dakota Johnson as the avatar of the average American woman, this time we're using Blake Lively to tell the story of what happens when you ignore a series of red flags that cause you to become more driven by lust than common sense. It Ends With Us begins with Blake Lively playing the character of Lily Bloom. Lily is a near middle-aged woman dealing with unresolved daddy issues after her father passes away. She can't think of one good thing to say about it. Dealing with the pain of not having a good relationship with her father, she breaks into a luxury high-rise building in the city of Boston, where she runs into a man named Ryle, played by Justin Baldini, who also serves as the film's director. Ryle is a wealthy, attractive, and single brain surgeon who runs into Lily on one fateful night, and is a surprise to no one she is drawn to him with little to no effort. A few months pass by, and Lily decides to open up her own flower shop and hires a woman named Alyssa, played by Jenny Slate. Alyssa just so happens to be the sister of Ryle, and the two begin hooking up afterwards, and Lily finds herself with the man of her dreams. However, in her act of lust, she manages to bypass the clear signs that Ryle has an uncontrolled anger problem. When Lily runs into her old teenage flame named Atlas, she begins to wonder if it's worth pretending like there's no problem when there clearly is one. The reason why modern dating in 2024 has become the dumpster fire of the human condition is that instead of looking for qualities in men and women that result in long-lasting relationships, the most vapid and shallow generation in human history only looks for superficial things that leads to torment and unhappiness, which results in movies like this that attempt to lecture the rest of the world as if somehow they couldn't spot the problem right away. Take the character of Lily, for example. A woman who has never had a good relationship with her father is still looking for what she believes to be good qualities in a man, which in her estimation is face value attractiveness. Despite the fact that the temperament of Ryle was clear from his introduction into the film, what Lily sees is a young, attractive, wealthy man, which is a plight of many modern women who struggle to find healthy relationships. The character of Lily ignores the very obvious red flags in the relationship because she doesn't want to see them, not because she can't. As a result of this, her fractured psyche recreates a series of events in the film that makes it seem like Ryle is more stable than he actually is in reality. By the time Lily wakes up and realizes that she does not need to be with this man, surprised she is married and giving birth to their daughter in the hospital before she comes to the revelation that she needs to get a divorce and raise the kid as a single mother. An action that will assure that her daughter goes through the exact same cycle that she did. Much like the film Daddio, It Ends With Us is once again another character study of the emotional downfall of adult women in the United States of America who can't see the error of their poor life decisions, yet look for another person to blame when faced with the fallout of their choices. It Ends With Us describes itself as a romantic drama, but the drama of this movie is the equivalent of a bad NBC soap opera, and the romantic aspect of this movie is non-existent. If the goal of the film was to bring awareness to domestic violence, the film packs two of the worst avatars to drive that story to this conclusion. So instead of telling a story in a meaningful way, you end up with a vapid and shallow vehicle that, compiled with the film Daddio, raises some serious questions about the validity of Christy Hall's ability to speak on the plights of modern relationships. It Ends With Us is a film that thinks it is preaching to the choir, but then the result is yelling in an empty room. I give this film a 1 out of 5.
If one day you had a daughter, what would you say to her? She came to you and said the person she loved was hurting her. What would you say to her?